God, I I just barely touched other DLCs. I played this game, like, it takes so long. Okay. I forgot what I was doing again. Okay. I personally started missing the forest and villages, so maybe we should go. Maybe we should go outside. Okay.
Calm down! Surely there's a reasonable explanation for this.
You could stick your reason up your ass. I told you something like this would happen. We never should have stopped bringing the offerings.
Your offerings are a blasphemy before God, and this is his punishment. I won't stand for any heathen idolatry here, especially this close to the church.
What's going on here?
As you can see, something slaughtered all these cows.
Not just something. It was that creature from hell. I saw with my own eyes how it fled back to its hole in the mine.
Give it a rest, would you?
I won't. What'll happen when that monster comes for us next?
Seems we've been fortunate running into you then, eh?
I'm Henry of Scales.
I'm Marion, the local priest. You look like someone who knows how to fight and isn't scared off all that easily. Just the kind of man for the job.
Tell me what happened from the beginning. What killed those cattle?
I was in my cottage when I heard such strange noises. It made my skin crawl. So I went out and saw this. And that beast what did it running away. How am I supposed to make a living now? These cows were my most treasured possessions.
And what about you? Did you hear it too?
Unfortunately, no. I was in the church when Vladimir sent for me, saying they'd found those carcasses.
What sort of strange noises did you hear? Can you describe them in some way?
It was like someone dragging chains along the ground. Neither men nor wolves make them kinds of noises. And demons carry chains so they can catch sinners with them. Everyone knows that.
Didn't you say you saw someone running away from here?
Not someone, but something. A monster from hell itself.
Just an old wives' tale.
I swear by all that's holy, the beast ran from here straight back to the old mine.
What did the beast look like?
I only saw it from afar. But before it got lost in the thicket, I saw its giant pointed snout.
Couldn't it have just been an animal? Maybe a wolf or a boar?
Can't you see my poor girls here? What kind of wolf would leave wounds like these? Oh, and the monster ran on 3 legs.
3 legs?
Aye, as sure as my name's Vladimir.
You mentioned a pit of hell. Is that located somewhere around here?
That's just a local fable.
It's no fable. In the days when silver was mined here, terrible misfortune took place in the mine. A pit to hell itself opened up there.
The mine shuttering fell apart and the gallery collapsed. That's all.
Shuttering my arse! It was a pit to hell! Shuttering don't just blow up on its own. But hell didn't scare good old Father Richard, so he set off into the tunnels and struck a deal with them demons. Ever since then, we brought food to the mine for them every second Sunday, and they leave us in peace in return.
Father Richard was a crackpot. You're lucky to finally have a normal priest here now.
A priest who forbade us from bringing the offerings, and now you can both see where that's got us.
When did all this happen?
It's got to be at least 5 years now.
And you've been taking food there ever since?
That's right. And nothing's ever happened until now, all because our new priest here forbade us from bringing offerings.
Has anyone actually looked around in the mine?
Only old Father Richard. Nobody else has ever had the courage. The very mine shaft stinks like hell itself. So we only ever lower a bucket down with the offering, and then clear off quick.
After the cave-in, the miners left to work in Grund. It seems they'd no longer felt the vein was worth the trouble here.
Where's Father Richard now?
He returned to his maker not long ago, and now I preach here in his place. The moment I caught word of that foolish superstition, I put a stop to any offerings.
And you can see what that caused.
It's only happenstance. This isn't the first, nor the last time that wolves dare to venture into town.
Vladimir's right. It doesn't look like it was the work of wolves. I don't know what could have done it, but wolves don't make those kind of wounds.
You hear that, Father? And that's coming from someone who's been out and seen the world.
Tell me something about yourselves, so I know who I have the honor of speaking to.
Like I said, I'm Marion, and I come to Old Kutna to preach.
Aren't you, a bit young for a preacher?
I finished my trivium at Prague University last year, and I wanted to continue. But my father decided I'd had enough education and found me a place in the order in Sedlets. So now I implement my theological learning in this lovely county as a preacher.
I'm Vladimir, the mine foreman. I'm the eldest of everyone here, and the people actually respect me. Unlike our this here preacher from Prague. And them cows were mine.
This whole thing is very odd. How do you want me to help?
The massacre of those cattle is a horrible thing. But the heresy that's been tolerated here on account of the former priest is even worse.
Old Father Richard would chase you out of town, you stuffed frock.
Marion may be young, but he's still a priest, and he deserves a bit of respect.
Thank you, Henry. Since you're the only one here uninvolved, I'd like you to go into the old mine and discover the truth of this old wives' tale.
And while you're there, take some peace offering with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't even dare going.
What am I to do with you? All right. Henry, take their offering with you as well. You'll do just as those wretches did before you, and then wait to see if any demons show their faces or not.
Wait for demons? You want to send the poor fella to his death?
Don't listen to him, Henry. Faith in God will protect you. But before you go through the mine, we'll have a look around the village. Then we'll all meet at the entrance to the mine.
All right, I'll help you. But what about the offering?
A bit of food will do. Here you go. We always lowered the food down in a bucket. The main thing is not to go down the shaft yourself, lest you anger hell.
Don't be frightened. It's just an old shaft.
You'll find it to the west of here. The whole area's deserted and most of the entrances are blocked off. You go past the mine buildings until you reach the one that's collapsed to the ground. The mine entrance is next to it. Good luck, lad. You're going to need it.
God be with you.
Ugh. It really does smell like hell here. Might there be some truth to the stories? Oh, Jesus. What a diabolical stink. Ugh. All right then. Let's see if we can't lure the devil out.
was just great. Oh, shit. Don't tell me that I'm naked and... Oh my god.
Where am I? And where did all my things go?
I guess. I'm in a horror game, shit.
Jesus. What the fuck is going on here?
Some crazy deserter or something.
Terribilis Deus de Sanctuario.
Okay.
Benedictus Deus, Gloria Patri.
What's this? Did the knight write this?
Who goes there? I am the shield of God's demon.
You?
I am Taras.
You're just Nacho.
This looks like some kind of contract. It must be important if he locked it away. The knight's been guarding this place against demons. It's written here that someone is supposed to come and take his place. But who?
Maybe no one. Maybe it's been a while. Oh, hello.
Vade Satana. Inventor et magisterum misfalatiae. Hostus humani salutis. I wonder if it'll bleed the same as Taras.
Huh? Okay, hell. Literally. If he finds me, I'm fucked.
My God. So many corpses. This is where the mining accident must have happened. And that stink. Could there really be a gateway to hell here? Ah, everything's here. All right. More entries. Also written by the knight?
Whoa.
God is with me, demon. You don't stand a chance.
Doggy.
Even more entries. Christ. He went completely mad. I suppose it's good that he's dead.
Henry, what happened down there?
A mad knight lived down in the mine. He must have completely lost his head and killed your cattle.
A knight? In the mine?
Where's he now?
He's dead. We fought, and I won. His name was Taras Mura. After the accident in the mine, Taras entered into a contract with Father Richard to guard the mine. He spent 5 whole years underground and watched over the pit of hell to ensure nothing ever came crawling out. The locals then brought him food in return.
We never knew anything about a contract.
Father Richard must have feared the locals wouldn't agree to such a thing. So he came up with the contract to guard the pit of hell.
It's true. Father Richard was the only one who knew about Taras.
So this whole time, we haven't been feeding demons, but a knight who was protecting us from them?
And everything was fine until I forbade you. I can't believe I'm to blame for the death of a good Christian. I'll never forgive myself for as long as I live.
Well, you couldn't have known. But it looks like you won't have anyone to punish for the slaughtered cattle.
If the knight was protecting us and now he's dead, what will happen to us now? Who'll protect us from hell?
You should place your faith in God and not try to appease hell. Instead, be good Christians under Father Marion's guidance.
Thank you, Henry. As it is written in the Bible, believe, and your faith will save you. Hellish forces have no power over good Christians.
Father Marion, forgive me for doubting you. We'll go and pray, and never again will we take anything to the mine.
We'll have the mine filled in, along with the pit of hell beneath it. And you, Henry, are due a reward. Here you are. Go with God. I'll take care of the rest here on my own. I'll put in a good word for you to the other priests in the region. Anthony of Vysoka and Hrosnata of Rabosh could both teach you something.
Thanks.
Oh, it's cute. Very nice.
What's new around here?
Well, Zudmira Blacksmith had won too many a while back and told me some curious things. His wife was having an affair with Tomlin Brutons from Horsham, but then she sent her Zudmir to rough Tomlin up. I've no idea how things are between them. Strange thing is, Zudmir's a big fella, but Tomlin still beat the shit out of him. Don't mention it to Zudmir, though. He was all upset about it. But you could ask Kona, his wife. You might find out what's really going on there. And that's about it.
Interesting news. Thank you, innkeeper.
Not really interesting.
What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand? Which king would that be? I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
I kept it. It was him who told me.
Rumour has it you have a very skilled apprentice.
Matthias? That's right. The lad has got a God-given talent. Just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever seen such fine work?
Pretty good work. For a village blacksmith. I expected worse.
Village blacksmith? What are you yammering about, you horse face? You've never seen anything so fine in your entire life.
Calm down. I'm telling you, I've been forging daggers like this with my father since I was a young lad.
Know what, you master of masters? I bet my apprentice is a better blacksmith than you. What do you say?
How would a bet like that work?
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit and forge a hunting sword. Matthias is just working on one now. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords, and I'll give you back twice as many groschen.
And of course, you'll be the judge, right?
Well, of course. But I'll decide fairly, don't you worry.
And what if my sword isn't better?
Then you lose and I keep the groschen. What else? Am I supposed to stick them up my arse?
I don't mean to be rude, but I heard from Grosh the innkeeper you got into a fight with Tomlin from Horshan over a woman.
Look, stay out of my shit. Go and pester somebody else, you hear?
I was just wondering what it was all about.
I don't give a fuck what you're wondering. Gona will tell you if she has a mind to. But if you're here to spread gossip about us, I'll stuff your nosy face in the forge.
Good day to you.
So, how's your work coming along?
What's it to you? Get lost before I pull your tongue out with a pair of tongs.
Kiss my arse.
Take care, friend.
I came here for the bet.
Well, what's your... You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit. If I decide... What do you say?
I accept. I'll knock you down a peg and make some money while I'm at it.
You haven't won yet, Master Blacksmith.
That looks good. Now just to temper it.
I mean, this is a masterpiece.
I brought you the hunting sword.
Aye, I saw you work. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much. Your back will ache when you're as old as I am.
Right. Thanks for the advice. Can we get on with our bet?
All right, all right. Wait here. I'll go and fetch Matthias, and we'll see which one of you is the better blacksmith. Well then, let's see what you made.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, master.
Let's see here. That's impossible. Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armorsmith in the region. He might take you on as his apprentice.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm
Where's my
actually
prize?
from there.
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, master. And you, give me the sword.
What? Forget it. That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice, but if we're fighting with them, I'd slice you to ribbons.
Take a good look at me, you yokel. You really want to fight me?
I'm looking at you all right, but all I see is a loudmouth chicken shit. So, are you going to fight or shit yourself?
Very well. If you want to get your ass kicked on top of all that, I'll be happy to
On
oblige.
top of all
Don't
that.
get too cocky now. We'll see who'll be picking their teeth up off the ground.
Break a leg, Matthias.
My arms! Jesus! Hey, fuck that! You want to try me? No chance! I yield! Mercy!
Barman!
Why are you yelling at me?
We're done here.
Did you really have to come and rub it in my face like that? I know I lost.
You may know it, but you haven't paid. I believe you were supposed to give me your sword.
Here, choke on it.
Nothing special, but maybe I'll get a few groschen for it.
I hope someone stabs you with it.
Where is yo?
Grosh says your husband got into a fight with someone from Horsham, and when I asked him about it, he got angry with me and said I should ask you.
Well, Stimia's pretty upset about it. That's true. But perhaps it's no accident you've come here. And maybe you can help me. So listen, There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A Thunderstone. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I see. Now it all makes sense to me. So that's why your husband fought him.
Exactly. You see, nothing dishonest. But Stimir is feeling ashamed that young Bruthans gave him a thrashing.
What is a Thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are Thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
What can these stones do?
Well, lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
What does the Thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist, perhaps a tad bigger, sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, you're a born warrior by the looks of you. Twice as tough as those guards at the ironworks, who do nothing but swill Grosh's beer all day. Some landowner's coddled son is no match for you, I'll wager.
Why are you so desperate for this piece of rock?
That's my business.
Look, if I'm to help you, I need to know what you're going to do with this stone. I don't want to get caught up in any witchcraft.
This is no witchcraft. It's just... Fine. Listen, I'm afraid for my child. And myself. All my babies died shortly after birth. Bless their souls. And birthing is very hard for me. I nearly died last time. The stone has the power to help me and protect my next infant. That's why I want it.
Oh, you should just quit it. Jesus Christ.
All right. I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you. This means so much to me.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from her. And I'll pray and intercede for you, I swear.
Hold on. You said the stone helps its owner in a fight.
Among other things. Yes, that's what I heard.
So how the hell am I supposed to beat Tomlin when he's got the power of this stone on his side?
Well, it won't be easy. You're right about that. You can talk to Stimir. He fought Tomlin, so he might have some ideas. Or, over in Horshan, I think the lads there wrestle a lot, and Tomlin is in charge of that. That might help. Most importantly, keep your hopes up and don't let him intimidate you. Ours is a just cause. So Lady Fortune and all the saints are sure to be on your side. And that must count for something.
Well, it's not going to be easy. But David defeated Goliath, didn't he?
Oh, that's a good point. Glory to David and to you. Farewell, sir.
Henry, I want to ask something of you.
I'll be right there. Do you need something of me?
Well, I wanted to ask you for something.
Pray tell. What's it about?
You wouldn't want to have another bout, would you?
Right now?
Well, yeah.
Why? I already beat you. And Tuma and Stanley, too.
Exactly. So I figured that if I beat you now, you'll still win overall. But if Stanley saw me beat someone that kicked his ass, maybe he'd leave me alone.
And do you think you'd stand a chance to beat me?
Well, that's just it. I'd need you to help me a little.
Look, wouldn't you rather learn how to fight properly? I'll be happy to train you.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Auntie says I'm a little slow.
Oh, you'll manage. Knocking someone's teeth out is actually pretty simple. And you've got the strength of 3 men. So there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
Well, all right. Oof, I can't anymore.
Me neither. Let's take a break.
Do you think I stand a chance against Stanley now?
Definitely a better chance than if you pretended to beat me, but still knew nothing. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp now, but at least you should be able to hit back.
Thanks, Emery. You're a true friend.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like horses or dogs?
Of course I do.
Me too. I knew right away you like animals. I can tell. Come see me in Grun sometime. I'll take care of the horses and hands, and I'll tell you all about them.
Nice.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts of things.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's mine.
Those days are over. There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. Well, then I decided to retire. It didn't seem right. And my conscience was getting the better of me. Well, as for you, you've cut the locals down to size. Impressive work. So there's nothing here for you now. But if those fists of yours are still itching, you could try your luck over in Miskovitz. Blood runs hot in those lads, so you'll fit right in like a thumb up an arse. And if you're as stupid as you are brave, there's a shit pit in the burg they call the Hole. They're hard as nails there. Beat the shit out of each other with iron gloves. Fucked up if you ask me, but each to his own.
Thanks for the tip. I might drop in if I pass that way.
Yeah, a fella like you's gonna be a tough nut for them to crack.
I have Tomlin's stone for you.
This is unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Think nothing of it.
Hold on. This isn't the stone Tomlin had. I saw it. His had a hole in the middle and it was just different.
What? How so?
Where did you get this stone?
Well, I won it from him.
Then he must have tricked you. I never would have expected that of Tomlin. He's a bit thick-headed, but for him to be so dishonest... Go back to him. I'm telling you, he had the stone. I saw it. He must have stashed it somewhere. And tell him this one's not real.
Yeah, well, I've been tricked. I've tricked myself.
That Thunderstone of yours is a complete fake.
You what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's just say I borrowed your stone. I had a hunch you were stitching me up, and I was right.
You lousy, thieving bastard! You stole from me!
All I took from you was a lump of worthless rock. I wouldn't call that thievery.
But when you took it, you didn't think it was worthless, did ya? Which makes you a thief. You're not the first, though.
What do you mean?
I really did have the stone until the other day. Then somebody pinched it from me. I hope his fucking hand drops off, the bastard.
Any idea who the thief was?
Yeah, a fuckwad like yourself. Goes by the name of Hensel from Rabosh. He and his mate Peter came by all curious about my stone. And that was right before the thing vanished.
And you just left it at that?
Of course fucking not. I up and went to Rabosh, didn't I? There was no sign of them. So you tell me, why else would they go into hiding if they weren't thieves? But I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I've got a farm to worry about.
You've got a point. I'd probably do the same if I were them. But they don't know me, so they wouldn't hide if they saw me.
Now that's a good idea.
Well, I don't exactly have a choice. I'll track them down and retrieve the stone.
Very good. And when you're done with them, bring it to me. I found it, so by rights it's mine. It's what the heavens wanted. Keep it and you'll be damned. Besides, if you do give it back, I'll forget you ever tried to steal it from me. And perhaps I'll throw in a few groschen on top.
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
Well, if you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it's back in my hands, I don't want to talk about it.
I can appreciate that. But sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to Wizard Quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about a week before. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, even toppled the tower on those fortifications at Gutenberg. And it very nearly flushed us out of here too. A proper act of God it was. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. So I decided I'd go through the field. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see? A thunderstone right under my foot. Stroke of luck it was. See you later.
What do you want at this time of night?
I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh yeah? Who told you that then?
Tomlin over Horsham Way told me you pinched his Thunderstone. You and some Hensel fellow. So you better come clean before I let Tomlin beat the truth out of you.
Fuck me! So Bruthan's made you his lackey? As if that stone hasn't caused enough trouble already.
Yes, I'm a lackey, as you say, and I'm not ashamed of it.
All right. I'm a stable boy myself, so basically a lackey too.
So, from one lackey to another, tell me, where's the stone?
We fucked up. And all because of that stupid stone. I wish we'd never taken it.
So Tomlin was right. It was you. Where's the stone now?
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it on him the whole time. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthen's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing, and then set off after those bandits. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you, I'd give it up as a lost cause.
How did your assault go?
Hensel led the way. There was him, me, and Stislav. We wore padded doublets and took hunting knives and axes. Stislav had a bow too. We got within earshot when it all went to shit. Stislav stumbled and yelped. Then they noticed us. After that, everything happened so fast. We charged at them, Hensel up front with us behind. Arrows started raining down. They all missed Hensel, but I was shot in the arm. It hurt like hell. I was screaming and scared shitless. So I took to my heels. I met back here with Stislav. They chased him, but he being so lightly dressed and them in armor, they couldn't keep up.
How many of them were there?
I'd say 5, 6.
You went up against 6 of them?
Of course not. We waited for some of them to go on patrol. That left just 3, though heavily armored they were. If we'd caught them by surprise, it might have worked.
Why did you want to kill them?
Why? To stop them doing mischief round here. We wanted to help the village. We could hide in fear and moan, or do something about it. And we also wanted to make a bit of a name for ourselves among the locals.
It was brave of you. You wanted to do the right thing. I would have done the same.
Not that it did any good, but thanks. All the folk here now take me for a fool. You're the only one to see it differently.
Where's Stislav, anyway?
I don't know. He was a bundle of nerves after what happened. Packed up and left. I've no idea where he went, and I don't blame him. I'm not exactly doing great myself. It really pissed Andrew off, and now he's even nastier to the villagers than before.
Who is this Andrew Ramhead?
A mercenary commander from King Sigismund's army. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. Or so he says. But apart from that, they also carry out raids, rob the people, mug merchants and steal cattle. And they make the peasants pay tribute. And of course, after our fuck-up, they've turned the screws and are demanding even more. Another reason for everyone round here to hate me.
What about the Lord in these parts? I mean, there's a fortress here, so he must have plenty of men at arms.
Well, the Lord has decreed that no action is to be taken. He says it's better to put up with these fuckers than to flush them out, because that might raise King Sigismund's hackles and he'd only dispatch more troops. That's what I heard anyway.
Where can I find this, Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed. Weren't you listening to me?
Can you hear yourself? You attacked a band of hardened mercenaries. Anyone else would have paid for that with their life, but not one of you was killed. Not to mention that this Hensel, the one with the stone, wasn't hit by a single arrow. But you were.
Sakura! I never thought of it that way. You know, you might be right.
You see? Now tell me where this camp of theirs is.
You'll come across some ponds between Raborch and Bohunjovic. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place to stay. From that fork, follow the water downstream, and you should find the ruins of an old mill.
And that's where they're holding Hensel? The one with the stone?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and nip through the woods. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything from there. That's the way we went too. But make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard after our attack.
Sound advice. Thanks.
Look, What's your plan, anyway?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to the bottom of this shit with the Thunderstone.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning fucker. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
And how, pray, do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, just something. Because if you don't, I don't know who will. Andrew's a greedy bastard. Some coin might do it. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with Hensel.
How about I just kill them all?
Oh, I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, whatever you think's best. It's just, they're pretty tough and well armed, you know.
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so messy, it's almost like the stone's power is interfering somehow. But if I find a way, I'll help Hensel.
Thank you so much! May all the saints be with you, and I hope you have better luck than we did.
Shut up! Kurva! What bastard? Everyone get over here! We've got an intruder! God damn it! What's supposed to happen? Fucking murderer!
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Can you please shut up? What the fuck, dude?
Christ almighty! You stormed in on them like you were the Archangel Michael himself. Thanks for getting me out of here.
Wait.
Man, I'll tell you whatever you want, but not here.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. All things considered. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. God knows what they would have done to me in the end. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you big time, Henry. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble. But grateful nonetheless.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound, is he?
In a manner of speaking. He got shot, but nothing serious.
What about Stislav?
From what I hear, Stislav made it out unscathed too. But what happened scared him so much he scarpered.
Sakra. At least he's alive. I was worried about them both. It's all my fault, you know. Oh, I dread to think what could have happened to him.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Tomlin in Horsham, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was the stupidest I've ever had. It brought us no luck, no protection. Well, the opposite, in fact.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that matters to him. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something, well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra, that stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Sukdal.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they hid some of their spoils.
Clever. Take what you can and stash the rest for later.
I'd have helped myself to it, but think of it as my way of thanking you. I just hope they weren't making it up, and you find something there.
I'll take a look around and see. Thanks for telling me.
Well, it's the least I can do. And good luck with that bloody stone, though my advice would be to steer well clear of it.
I'm still curious about your
Well, as you wish. It's not as if I'll ever forget it, anyway.
What happened after you were captured?
I was scared, shitless. I thought they were going to kill me. One of them suggested just leaving me tied up in the woods or drowning me. But thankfully, Andrew disagreed. So they held me prisoner. I don't even know why.
And this Andrew and his soldiers, what were they doing here?
Andrew Ramed, they called him. He had this handsome hammer, shaped like a ram it was. And that's what they say he named himself after. Their orders were to keep watch out here. They had their own ideas of what that meant. They fleeced wayfarers, merchants, locals, wherever they could. No one was safe. They often grumbled that the army wasn't paying them properly. But if you ask me, they more than made up for it on the side. They even took someone's cow.
What are you going to do now?
Oh, I don't know. Same as before, I suppose. There's nothing to keep us here, but I can see Peter and me staying another summer. Perhaps longer. I mean, it's nice here, and the village is protected by a strong fortress. It's a good place, if you ask me. You never know. I might find myself a piece of land, or marry into some.
Tell me the whole story from the beginning.
Well, it just pissed us off how Andrew was always extorting and bullying everyone. And not just us. The local lord who did nothing about it. And everybody in the village kept grumbling, but nobody took any action. I knew about Tomlin's stone, and I thought that with its help, we'd have the edge on them. That we'd help the people in the village. And make a bit of a name for ourselves around here. So when he refused to give it to us, I borrowed it from him. Well, I was thinking we'd give it back as soon as we'd sorted Andrew out. I'm serious. I swear.
And what about your expedition?
Well, first, we scouted the place on the sly, and then waited for some of his men to go out on patrol. We armed ourselves as best we could, and made our move, from the top of that rock there. We were almost there, but then Stislav stumbled or something, made a ruckus, and they spotted us. After that, everything happened so fast. I hollered and lunged at them, Peter was yelling something, so I thought he was behind me. All these shots were whizzing past as I charged at them, but nothing hit me. Well, then I got stuck in. They outnumbered us. In the end, I took a blow to the head. That was pretty much it for me.
Grüß dich. Is that you? I thought I recognized you.
You look familiar too.
It's me, Odolin von Wotitz. You gave me a few groschen to help me on my way.
Ah, now I remember. You were being held hostage by the League of Lords.
That's correct.
How did you make it home?
I checked out a couple of wayside inns and got lucky. With the little money I had, I finally found a caravan. The carter didn't mind hosting a lowlife on his wagon, as long as he was getting paid for his trouble. He dropped me off a short distance from Wotitz, and I walked the rest of the way.
What brings you back to Kuttenberg? And with a retinue at that?
My father and I won't let them get away with what they did to me. Let's say we're on our way to scope out the land of some acquaintances of ours.
Well, you're gonna settle a score.
And who knows? We might just run into someone important and take him on a visit to our place. We've already fixed up a nice room with a solid lock. Would you like to see it?
No, I'd rather not.
I was just teasing. It's all set up for someone else.
I have to get going. I'm glad you're all right.
Wait a moment. You helped me, and I won't forget that. Here, take your money back, so we're even. And I have something else for you here. I think it might come in handy. A fine weapon. Dependable. It's felled a few deer in its time, and it would put a decent hole in a man too. If you ever needed to defend yourself.
My word. Thanks.
I bid you safe travels.
Same to you.
I'll help you.
We're under attack!
Who the fuck shot me? Everyone here! We've got
Intruder!
a pest here!
Get over here!
He must have been shooting from here. He must have been shooting from here.
You fucked up now, arsehole!
Heal!
But what do you want?
Go fuck yourself!
But
You wanna try me?
I'm all yours. But take that. Mercy! Leave me be!
That's the hide. Now to bring it back to the huntsman.
Mert!
Why have you got two now?
Huh?
Well, I'll be... It looks like the White Roebuck wasn't alone after all.
Good morning.
I found the white hide.
Oh, thank God for that, at least. And what about the poachers? Did you take care of them too? Do you have their squirrel badges for me?
Aye, I've got some.
Well, that's even better news. The reward's yours. Thanks, friend. You did me a huge service.
On my way here, I saw another snow-white roebuck by the water.
But that means there are two of them.
I was sure there must be more of them. There's no way I'd come across one so often. But for such a miracle to happen in our forest of all places, must be a sign from God. Thanks for letting me know.
Glad to help.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Henry, how you doing?
You know how it goes. It could always be worse. I've got this feeling the worst is still ahead of us.
Same here. Trouble's coming from all sides. We'll see how it turns out.
Anyway, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but I doubt...
No. You're right. Let me get to the point. I need help with something, but I have no one to ask, even though I know you have a lot on your plate.
I'd be happy to offer my services. What's it about?
An old friend of mine reached out to me, Albik of Unichov. Does the name ring a bell?
That name does ring a bell. Isn't that the famous Sawbones?
Physician would be the more accurate term, but even that barely does him justice. He's one of the greatest scholars of our age, and also King Wenceslas' personal physician. It's whispered at court that the king has fallen seriously ill while imprisoned in Vienna.
Sigismund focuses on plundering his kingdom, and Wenceslas's health hardly seems to concern him, does it?
Maybe.
Damn. That does sound serious.
When Master Albek heard about it, he decided to act.
He wants to go all the way to Vienna to see the king?
No. For now, he's heading to Sedlec. Abbot Jan holds considerable influence at Sigismund's court. Albek wants to visit him and ask for his intercession.
Makes sense. You can't just show up in Vienna and knock on the door.
A mediator is needed. Only, I don't know if Albek chose the right man. The abbot is a politically shrewd figure and might well use Albek's visit to his own advantage.
And how does all this concern me?
As I said, it's a matter of security. God forgive me, our king's health is of course above all. But right now, I'm more worried about Albek. It took some effort, but I convinced him to wait, at least until I find him a reliable escort. And believe me, it wasn't easy. That mule's got a scholar's head, but it's a stubborn one.
What's that got to do with you?
Albek and I go way back. He's been living over the Alps for a few years, studying at the university in Padua. As soon as I heard about Wenceslas, I asked him to come back. It's a serious matter, and when it comes to the king's health, he's the best there is. But I didn't expect him to act so rashly.
Can you tell me more about the abbot? Sorry, but it sounds like you're afraid of him.
Look, Henry, every high-ranking cleric's a politician in his own way. What worries me about Abbot Jan is what he ascribes his authority to. Others claim their vocation is divine will. He sees it somewhat the other way round.
I don't really get it.
It's only natural for an abbot or a bishop to question the morality of his acts. One must act, even if it means confession and penance later. Abbot Jan, though, seems to think that his every move and scheme is divine will itself, and that could be dangerous.
So, if I've got this straight, you want me to escort Wenceslas's court physician to the Sedlec monastery, where they don't usually let anyone in, and the abbot is as thick as thieves with Sigismund, so Albek, who was dead set on going himself, can try to get access to the imprisoned Wenceslas?
No, actually, yes. That's exactly it.
All right, I'll go with Albek. Last time I was at the monastery, it was, quite an experience.
Experience?
That's a long story. So what do you want me to do?
Stop by and talk to Albek, then decide for yourself. I meant to host him here, but he'd probably be bored out of his mind. He lodged in the meantime in Kuttenberg, at the tarmac with an apothecary. I think his name's Talbot. Give this letter to Albic, so he'll know I sent you personally.
Tarmark, apothecary. All right, I'll go find him.
Good luck. I'll be in your debt.
Good morning.
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborst, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Brookhans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
I understand.
That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing. It can still protect us from all manner of misfortune.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be, but I'll not be wanting to lose that stone.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed, you'll gift me the stone.
Why would I do that? The stone is bound to help him.
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right, but only if you help him.
Of course. I'll take a look at him and see what I can do.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure the Reaper's nearby. You'll find Peter in his room.
All right. I'll take a look at him and see if there's anything I can do. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. That may be able to explain a few things, especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this before. I'm starting to believe that stone really did draw you here. So, ask around on the farm if you need to. We'll all be at your service.
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better check the whole room, just in case.
Do whatever it takes to help Peter.
Can you think of something that might help me heal him? Anything?
I can't. I'm desperate myself. I've tried just about everything. Peter is just an ordinary cooper. We've lived here for years. We go to church. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. This last time he had some business in Bechgau, near Golin, but he came back empty-handed. Breathless and confused. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job, just spending time in his workshop. Lord knows what he was doing in there. Then he went to bed, and since then, he's just been lying there. He doesn't eat. Not even the potions are helping. He doesn't sleep a wink at night. At least, I don't think he does. If I stopped sleeping too, our homestead would fall apart.
I'll ask him why he can't sleep. What's tormenting him?
Try that. He won't speak to me about anything. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. Or maybe just protecting me from something. Soon, my friend.
To break. Let it be over with. Damn it.
Peter, my name is Henry. I'm here to help you.
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me, as if Marder didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. Don't be alarmed. I need to take a closer look. Let's see. No swelling. No cancer on the skin. Does this hurt?
Nothing hurts.
Your palms are cold. Your muscles are tense. And your heart's pounding so hard you could hear it all the way to Prague. You seem like you're ready to fight. Or flee.
They're getting close now.
Who is?
The soldiers. Sigismund's men.
Well, physically, you seem fine, Peter. It's strange.
I'm a weakling. A weakling.
What are your nights like? Mlada said you don't sleep much.
I just stare at the wall. I try to sleep during the day, but it's not much better.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's ailing you. I assume it's dark thoughts that keep you up at night.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep coming to Lord Pisek's fortress, I'm always hearing hoofbeats. And they startle me.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress? What's so unusual about that?
And what do you think they're doing here, eh? Preparing for war. That's what.
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war, he'd be gathering a lot more men here than a couple of nobles.
Folk ought to be scared to leave the village. Mezoles is gone. And when I saw Obatowitz, Suchtol is next. I'm sure of it.
I'll examine you. Just by eye. Pale skin. Dark circles under the eyes. A downcast expression on the face. I don't see any bruises. A few calluses and cuts on the hands. Nothing unusual for a craftsman after a hard day in the workshop.
I told you. I'm not in any pain. Just let me lie here.
Irritability. No foul odour. Bodily humours aren't leaking. And you aren't bleeding.
But I will, when Sigismund's horde gets here.
Why would Sigismund attack Suchtol?
He does as he pleases. You have no idea how many villages he's plundered already.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the last thing Sigismund would want to do now.
The fortress is what's bothering him. That's why he'll destroy it. And us with it.
I don't know about that. What am I going to do with you, Peter? There's nothing wrong with you physically, so it must be an ailment of the soul. The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind, but you'll have to change your diet as well, so you don't just drink potions. And last but not least, some words of encouragement wouldn't be amiss. You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'll get things ready and be back soon. Peter, let's talk about how we can help you. I have some suggestions for treatment.
I'm listening.
You need to start eating again, even if you don't have an appetite. First, ask Mlada to get you some honey and add it to your gruel.
You think some honey is gonna save me?
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach, first of all. But you have to admit Mother Nature has it well thought out. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding and feverfew with fevers, honey coats your humours so that they can't get out of balance so easily. Any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through thick honey, so it could hardly get from your stomach to your head. And soon you'll be as busy as a bee again, and getting on swimmingly. Which brings me to my next piece of advice. Start eating fish more regularly. Some nice fatty ones, ideally. Fat in the belly will surely stop gloom from getting through. Same as with the honey.
I suppose that makes sense.
You should drink the chamomile decoction.
Great. Another potion.
This one will help you sleep. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake during the day, you'll feel much better. You'll see. Proper sleep will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take hold of you again, your body will have the strength to fight it. Every morning you'll be stronger and stronger until you're able to work again.
We'll see about that.
Listen, Peter. I know you're worried about the army that's set up camp over the hill. That's why I'd like to tell you something from the heart. If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, trust me when I tell you. When you're caught between a rock and a hard place, there's no shame in running. It doesn't make you a coward. On the contrary, you're smart enough to realize there's nothing you can do. You can always come back later when you have the advantage and deal a bigger blow to the enemy.
I just want Bladder to be safe.
Then keep reminding yourself of that. Look at me, a blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am now? Because I realised I'd be of no help to my friends and family if I die for some foolish sense of honour.
You're right. I can't leave Bladder in this alone.
Don't be afraid to see the bigger picture. Even of the things you're worried about right now. A bit of prayer won't hurt. Lord, have mercy on Peter here, and lift from him the weight of his affliction. For you have laid upon him this affliction to try him. And you see that Peter, O Lord, endures your trial patiently and without contradiction. Unless you, O Lord, relieve Peter of his illness, no physician in the world can. I beg of you, O Lord, heal his soul and let his body once again find its lost balance. Amen.
Amen.
Well then, I've tried my best, and I hope it's helped at least a little. I'll come back in a few days and see how you and Bladder are doing. I examined Peter, found out what I could, and tried to cure him. I'll come back to see you in a few days. Until then, it's hard to say how things will turn out.
Thank you. I'll pray for you and for Peter's recovery.
Besides praying, you can brew up some of the chamomile decoction. It's made of wine, chamomile, and sage. You boil the ingredients briefly, then strain. It's not difficult, and even if you don't do it exactly right, it'll still help Peter.
I'll learn how to do it. Thank you very much, Henry. I hope things turn out all right. See you later, my friend.
Who are you? Can't you people leave me alone? My face is still swollen from the last time.
Hold on. Are you Pavel?
That depends. Who's asking?
Henry, you don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm Pavel. And you really weren't sent by Pivets?
I don't know any Pivets. The innkeeper in Miskovitz told me about you. He said someone gave you a right battering. Was that this Pivets?
He didn't do it himself. It was his father's men. He wouldn't get his hands dirty when he's got a rich pa, would he? His father's men. Pivets is the son of the richest farmer in the village.
So what's between the two of you? Why would he send me to you? Or anyone?
Well, he threatened he'd have me whipped if I...
If you what?
If I didn't stay away from Ursula.
And who's this Ursula?
The sweetest girl in the village. And she's really pretty.
So why doesn't Pivets want you to court Ursula?
Because her pa promised her hand in marriage to him. So he behaves like she's already his. But he doesn't deserve her.
You think?
He's a heartless bastard.
And you like Ursula?
Who wouldn't? Only... I don't know.
You don't know what?
It's all the same to you anyway. I'm very fond of her. You'll find no lass with such a big heart for miles around.
And does she feel the same way about you?
Aye. I think so.
So why don't you try to win Ursula's hand, if she likes you too?
I haven't a chance. A poor peasant like me. I sleep on straw in the barn.
So stop whining and do something about it.
That's just what I'm doing. I'm saving all my coins so I can apprentice myself to a local cobbler. But it takes time, and Ursula is already promised to Pivets. The only way it could change is if people started to see Pivets differently.
How do you mean?
Like if he killed someone, or robbed people in the village. What do I know?
If it turned out he was a thief?
Probably. And the main thing is, Ursula would turn against him. She's as honest as a saint. But why would he steal? He has everything he needs.
He wouldn't. Not him.
Are you saying I do it and let him take the blame? But that's a sin.
Well, it wouldn't be if everything was found and returned to its rightful owners.
I suppose that's true. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Nothing will happen to Pivets if he's from a rich family. But he'll lose Ursula. And it'll give me time to earn enough for her dad to let me marry her. But I live here. If I get caught, they'll make me an outcast and I have nowhere else to go. Ah, someone else will have to do the stealing.
I'll gladly do it.
You will?
Sure. Only I don't know what's worth stealing around here.
I can help you with that. For the whole village to turn against Pivets, every family would have to be robbed.
And who's living here?
Father Anthony, the parish priest, Ursula's family, the Vimola brothers where I work, old Bahushka, and of course, Pivet's family.
What should I steal from the priest?
Father Anthony? Maybe this manuscript he's been writing for ages.
Where is your priest rectory?
The rectory is the cottage by the church.
What's the book?
I don't know. I can't read. But I heard it's something about potions and...
Alchemy?
That's it!
What should I steal from Ursula?
I suppose, her Ma's rosary. It looks valuable.
And where does Ursula live?
Ursula lives in the first cottage across the green from the church.
If I'm going to take Ursula's Ma's rosary, tell me, does she carry it with her?
She does, during the day.
What can I take from the Vamolas?
I can tell you exactly what. I work for them. Besides, I can even give you the key to their house, so you have it easier. Well, the younger brother is the local cobbler, and he's just made a fine pair of shoes for the Suckdoll blacksmith.
Thanks. What about the older brother?
I don't know. He had this really valuable St. Francis medal.
Had?
Aye. He lost it a while ago. It'd have to be found first.
So someone else stole it?
It's possible, but he might have just lost it. Although young Moller claims a magpie stole it.
A magpie? Well, I've found all sorts of things in magpies' nests, that's true.
None of us believe him, but it's not in the house for sure. We searched it from top to bottom.
All right. I'll have a look around for nests. Where's the Vamola's cottage?
You know the biggest building on the green? That belongs to Pivets. And the Vamolla's cottage is right next door. You'll know it by the big birch tree growing right next to it.
And can you tell me where I'll find the shoes?
In the parlour, just behind the door.
And you wouldn't know where the magpie nests are, would you?
I don't know. Try the biggest trees. Young Vamolla even showed me what a magpie sounds like, but I can't make the sound.
What can I steal from old Bahushka?
Her silver ring. But watch out, she's a bit of a crackpot.
How will I recognise her cottage?
It's the one furthest from the green. She's got a stove in her yard and a long orchard out back.
A crackpot?
Aye, she bakes pies all day, then forgets she did it and bakes more.
And when I've got all the loot, where at Pivets am I to hide it?
You haven't got anything yet. Be glad if you don't get caught. Here's the key, and when you've got everything, come back to me.
Sure. Just you wait and see.
And most importantly, I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Don't worry. I'm not some cutthroat.
Take care, sir.
So it really was that magpie that took it. Nowadays, you can't even trust God's creatures.
That's true.
Father, what kind of lad do you think Pavel is?
Pavel, the boy who works for the Vamolas. He's a good lad, as far as I know. Yes, But the poor fella doesn't have it easy. He has no family, and he's as poor as a church mouse.
He doesn't have any family?
Afraid not. He's an orphan. There's plenty of them lately. As far as I know, before he came here, the Cumans killed his whole family. That's all I got out of him.
Can't you people help him?
What do you think we've been doing? The Vaemor lass took him in and gave him a roof over his head.
I didn't mean to offend you.
You didn't. I understand. But times are tough, and that's all we can give him.
Thanks, Father.
You're welcome.
Now, where did I put that ring? Oh, surely I haven't lost it. Francis, is that you?
You're mistaking me for someone else.
I'm sorry about that. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Francis?
Of course it's me.
Excuse me, Francis, making a fool of an old woman like that.
What do you think of Pavel?
Well, he was a good boy. Heart in the right place. Pity he froze to death. How long has it been?
A long time.
Really? To me, it feels like it was just last winter.
Wow. She doesn't know where the ring is herself. Oh.
Where could I have left it? Oh, surely it didn't fall into the dough. Oh, that's all I need.
Here it is. The shiny little bugger. That daft old crone really did make it into a pie.
Shit. Okay.